Hey, what's up guys, it's Cute Noob here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to survive to floor 20 plus in Dandy's world. So right now, I'm in a normal game with some random people that I've never met before, and we're going to be playing this game, and I'm going to be showing you all the tips and tricks to be surviving. The only difference is 20 plus floors is the amount of twisteds that are on the floors increases, but the same mechanics still apply. You have to extract machines and you have to get safely to the elevator. I'm going to be showing you guys some tips and tricks. Okay, so the floor is coming in 3 seconds. So I'm playing Tisha, so I'm going to give everyone a speed boost straight at the start so everyone can get to where they need to go. Obviously, we don't know where the machines are because I believe it's random every single time. I'm going to collect some consumables and I'm just going to pop all my gummy. And I want to just, you don't want to use your stamina. So if you have a slow character, it's going to be quite boring to have to walk around. But Tisha's quite fast. So as you can see, here's a twisted. This is how you want to get away from a twisted. Sprint, and what you can do is hide behind objects. And as you can see, I've lost interest from the twisted. And that's as easy as it is to lose interest from a twisted or aggro. I should be looking for machines, but I can't find any. So I'm just going to sprint past those twisteds. As you can see, that goob is distracting 2 twisteds, so we don't want to go near them because we're going to ruin the distraction. Stay away from distractors. If you have distractors in your game, people trying to distract the twisteds, stay away from the whole distraction so that we can extract easily. But if you don't have distractors in your game, what you want to do is be very careful and look behind objects like this to see if there's any twisteds. So you want to walk up like that and look behind and make sure that there's no twisteds. As you can see, we're all just walking around waiting for the last person to do the machine. There's only 4 machines on this floor, so I really didn't have to do much. All I had to do was survive, and that's the most important thing, surviving and taking the game patiently. Okay, so let's see if we get a dandy. Okay, we've got a dandy. We only have 23 tapes, so we can't really buy anything. I like Pop. Pop is very good for regenerating your stamina. Okay, so we're in a new, let me just give everyone some speed boost. I'm heading to the machines. As you can see, there are 2 machines. There's 1 machine there and 1 machine there. Look at this twisted. Okay, this twisted is chasing me. I'm going to sprint and it's taken aggro of the distractor. So it looks like the distractor has taken the aggro of the twisted, and the twisted was the twisted got distracted by the distractor. If you don't have a distractor, the best thing is to hide behind objects and run far away from whatever is chasing you. Make sure you have stamina, so it's always important to pick up items that regenerate stamina and save them for when you're being chased. So it's best to like hide behind walls and objects and run far away from the twisted that's chasing you. As you can see, we have our players on the extractors over here, so I don't really have to do anything. I just have to make sure that I'm looking around for any twisteds that are trying to attack me, and then I will run away from them. So if you don't have a distractor again, you can still complete floors easily. You just have to pay more attention. Yeah. So let's just run. Easy as that. Again, what I'm saying applies to every single floor. What I am saying applies to every single floor. So even though I'm playing on low floors, like floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, floor 4, all of these basic things that I'm telling you apply to all of the floors. It's important to get the basics correct if you want to survive. So just because I'm on a low floor, like floor 3 or floor 4, it doesn't mean that what I'm saying doesn't apply. Of course it applies. Make sure you pay close attention to your surroundings, because some people are on low floor, so they think they can do whatever they want because it's different and it's easier, and it's not easier. It's actually, so as you can see, Boxy's chasing me, You heard the sound, and what I'm gonna do is sprint. Uh-oh, looks like someone just got attacked. So Boxy's chasing me. What I'm gonna do is just sprint all the way around and hide behind an object. And oh, as you can see, he has taken aggro from somebody else. Okay. You want to save your sprint. You don't want to use your sprint too much. Sometimes it feels nice to use your sprint to get to somewhere really fast, but make sure you always keep a close eye on your stamina and make sure it doesn't get too low, because you're going to need your stamina to run away from twisteds. Whenever you're extracting machines, make sure you look behind you to see if there's any twisteds coming, because sometimes the noise doesn't always come on, where like you see that noise when a twisted sees you, like a loud noise. Sometimes that doesn't happen, so make sure you're always looking behind you. Okay, I've got all these skill checks completed. I think there's one more skill check. Okay. Okay, so now there's one machine that needs to be completed. And I believe somebody is already on the machine. Normally, if there's one machine that needs to be completed, somebody will type GTE maybe, but what I'm going to do is just search around, make sure you don't use your stamina too much. You can use it a tiny bit. As you can see, Goob is distracting really well. Good job for Goob. And we want to stay away from the distraction. So it makes everything easy for us if there's a distractor, but maybe sometimes you won't get a distractor in your game. So somebody was on the machine and now we can all go inside. So if you don't have a distractor, again, you're going to have to pay more attention. You're going to have to go really slow. Slow impatience is key in this game. Be patient, be slow. Don't feel like you have to do too much, because the most important thing is that you survive. So it looks like we got Dandy again. Oh, we got a bandage. That's really nice. Okay, we've got a bandage. We're gonna buy that. Unless you're planning to spawn Dandy and you want Dandy research. If you're new to the game, I'll definitely buy. If you don't buy items for many rounds in a row, it spawns a special type of Twisted called Twisted Dandy, and he is very difficult to beat because he can actually destroy you even if you have 3 health in 1 hit. Okay, we've got a new floor. Let me just give everyone a speed boost. Okay, so at the start I use my stamina just to get a bit of distance, and then I stop running because you want to save your stamina, so you're gonna have to walk a lot. That's why I recommend Tisha. She has 4 stars for walking. Her walking is 4 stars, so she's really good at moving around. So we've got a machine over here. We're gonna extract it. We're always looking behind us. Always look behind you. As you can see, the distractor just ran past me and he's distracting the Twisted Brittany. I don't really have to do anything. I'm always looking behind me. There's a Glisten and a Toodles. Hi Toodles, how are you? Make sure you're always looking behind you. That's the most important thing, to look behind you, because if you're just looking at your character like this, you can't see behind you, and then a Twisted can come behind you and take one of your lives. So always look behind you when you're extracting. Always be focused on your surroundings. And as soon as you see a Twisted coming towards you, you stop extracting and you just run away behind the wall like this, and they'll probably lose focus on you, and then you can go back to the machine and complete the machine. Now, if the Twisted still chase you, even if you go behind the wall, just keep on running like this. Well. As you can see, we have a distractor, which is amazing. If you get a distractor in your lobby, that's amazing, but don't count on getting a distractor in your lobby, because it's not it doesn't always happen. You don't always get a distractor. If you don't get a distractor, you're gonna have to pay a lot of attention, so make sure you're always looking at your surroundings. Make sure you're always cautious when you're moving behind objects, because there could be a Twisted hiding like here, and then you can be walking like here, and then boom, you'll walk straight into them. So always look behind objects before you walk past it. So let's do that. So guys, that's the basics of the game. It doesn't really get any more difficult as you go up. It doesn't really get any more difficult as you increase in floors. You just have to remember the basics, and then you will literally start surviving more. There isn't anything special you need to know. It's just the basics you have to understand, which is be patient, always look around your surroundings, and if a twisted is on you, just sprint in the opposite direction and hide behind walls and objects. Sometimes you can just like play a merry-go-round with a twisted and then they'll lose interest on you. So like, let's say this is the object, keep on doing this and then they'll lose interest on you. Some twisteds have a big focus range and they will still chase you even if you're trying to hide behind objects. That's why it's important just to keep on sprinting in one direction. Okay, so here's a twisted on me. I'm gonna just sprint and hide behind an object like this. Just keep on running and then hide like this just to see what their behavior is like, and then you can see if they lose focus of you or not. So that was a perfect example of losing focus of a twisted. As you can see, they saw me over here. I sprinted all the way here and I just look behind. Oh, those are twisteds. So as you can see, let's do it one more time. My stamina is low, so I'm going to pop some drinks. Make sure you're always looking at your stamina, because if you run out of stamina, you're going to start walking. And if your character's slow, you will eventually get hit. So I was just showing you guys how to get away from twisteds, but most importantly, you have to complete machines, but only complete machines when it's safe to. If there's twisteds around, then you're going to need to stop extracting. As you can see, that twisted was being distracted, so it ran straight past me. But if it's just walking on its own and none of your team are distracting, they will definitely come towards you. Then you'll need to stop extracting and run away. You can't actually stop extracting if you are on the skill check, so you will probably be hit for 1 health if you're unluckily on a skill check extracting one of the machines. So that's the basics. It doesn't get any harder as you go increase in floors, just more twisteds, more focus and more patience.